Hey there friends, I'm Andrew, welcome to another one-day build, and between you and me, I really like Minecraft. Could you tell? And Minecraft just announced that they'll be adding the newest mob known as a Happy Ghast. It turns out that these, it's a school-appropriate term, mini bobinis, were just very dehydrated the whole time. And once you give them some snow and water, they're happy as a clam. I wanna make a big to scale Happy Ghast with its goggles. Did you see the goggles? It's so cute with the we gotta make it with the goggles. So today, gonna be cool. It's gonna be calm, one-day build, no need to panic, Happy Ghast. Let's get to it. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up with all my strange projects. Now back to it. Before we can begin designing the new mob out of Lego, I've gotta clear up my work area. Can't make a Happy Ghast in this mess, so I give it a quick tidying. It's all clean. Don't look over here. It's all clean. Now Lego has designed 4 separate Ghasts in the past, each different from the last. The average Lego Ghast looks a little something like this. One of the most important things I want to do is make sure this Ghast is the right scale, which is 4x4x4 blocks without its tentacles, or 8x8x8 studs, meaning our average is too small.
That's what she said!
I've also noticed that the recent Ghasts use this upside down method with hinges that come off so easily. There's gotta be a better way to make this, right? So I hopped on Studio to design an 8x8 base that would allow for sturdier and more posable tentacles. I think this might just work. Literally trying to get the sounds of this, and somebody decided, now's the time to mow my lawn.
15 minutes later.
Gotta love it, you know?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Now that's crisp sound. After the first one, I made 8 more, then went about building the Ghast's bottom so I could attach the tentacles and see if they're sturdy or flimsy. If this works, you'll be able to pose the tentacles any way instead of just forward or backwards. And wouldn't you know it, it works. That's a nice flying Ghast. Now we can move on to making the face. 8x8 studs is what we have to work with for the Happy Ghast. Stacked vertically, that's 8 studs by 20 plates in height, or 160 plate pixels. Usually you can pull a Minecraft texture straight from the game, but the Happy Ghast isn't out yet, so I had to take the screen grab and try to warp it into a flat square. Are there easier ways to do this? Probably, but I don't know them. Yet, in the end, I still ended up with a mostly accurate texture map of the Happy Ghast's face. There's just one problem. Our pixels don't match theirs. We have less, and each plate is shorter and longer than a square, so we've got to make some alterations. Close enough. Then I just remade it in Studio and attached it to the body. However, I can't just have it freestanding, it'd be too flimsy, which means I have to build the rest of the body. Cue the montage. I also made sure to map out each step as instructions so I wouldn't get lost and so other people can use it in the future. So we've got all of the instructions made, but making instructions and building the thing are 2 separate ideas. So, will building it with the pieces prove to be a challenge? We're gonna find out. Now all I have to do is get the extra pieces, which should be pretty easy because I was gonna say I keep my place organized, but if you've watched my videos, you know that's not true. I do have some things nice and organized. I mean, I know where my 12 yellow tiles are.
1 eternity later.
Alright, I got all my pieces. Now I can begin building. It's always important to both make instructions and build it in real life, because making these instructions right now, you might not notice the stress insecurities that it has, but if you look right here, this is not connected to the rest of it, so it's more likely to fall apart. However, if I replace this piece with one of these, now this side is very much connected. Got a bit of old gray trying to sneak in there. We've got the base of the ghast complete, but as you can tell, he's gonna need a lot of side tiling. So let's get on that. He's got on his little pilot's hat. He's looking really good, but obviously he still needs his goggles. I'm using these window frames with blue. Hold on, can you tell that it's blue? Yeah, blue plastic inside. I had a really difficult time perfecting the goggles, as they have a very distinct look that makes or breaks the build. If you set the lenses too far apart, it'll look weird, and if they're too high or low, it'll look weird. The final build isn't the sturdiest, but it works and it looks good. I could spend days and days on just the goggles. That's why I do one-day builds to keep me moving forward with a set time limit. Done and good is much better than perfect but never finished, you know? And with our done and good goggles complete, we can finish our Happy Ghast. Put our clip here, and we're gonna put our goggles on, and then we're gonna put the other clip on. And they're ready to fly through the sky. I really like that. You could also use this stud instead and have the goggles up. I love how it turned out, but I've been lying to you. Because secretly, I wasn't just making a Happy Ghast. I was also making a ghastling. They're called ghastlings, right? The little ones? Yeah. A ghastling. I don't like the fact that this part's missing. You see in a little chunk? But the rest of it's great. You can see the little pink at the gills, the pink at the top. A little happy. Got some rosy cheeks. Well, gray cheeks. The ghastling may not be perfect, but it is a one-day build, so I didn't want to design a tile decal and have to print it because that takes forever to do. I think with just being brick built, not too bad. But where are my ghastling and Happy Ghast gonna live? We're gonna have to make a base. I love how this project turned out. Steve and Alex look great atop their friendly ghast, Steve's got a snowball treat for them, and I'm not sure about those two rods carrying the whole weight of the ghast, but overall it's great. And I really like the work in progress snow golem in the back. What do you guys think? Of course, the instructions for the Happy Ghast will be free to Patreon members. You can subscribe at the free level or whatever your heart desires, and it will be available to you. All right, it's nearing the end of the video. Let me know what you want to see next, whether it's another Minecraft mob or something completely different. So please let me know down in the comments. Make sure to do all that fun YouTube stuff like subscribe. Please subscribe. I don't know what I'm saying. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Can't wait to see the new mobs in the game. All right, bye.